Hello ladies and gentlemen, and everyone beyond. I am Mary Loon, and this is Twitch Prime Free Game Reviews. And in this episode, we're going to be taking a look at one of the June 2020 free games, Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator, Dad Rector's Cut. Happy belated Pride Month, by the way. I suspect that's why Dream Daddy was one of the Twitch Prime free games of the month, and I'm not sad about it. Fair warning, although I won't talk about plot specifics, there may be some scenes and some light discussion about events that happen later in the game, so potential spoiler warnings ahead. And now, let's attempt to answer the question, as one of the free games of the month, was it worth it? Narrative. Dad narrative. So, this is not the first time that I've played Dream Daddy. I played it on Steam a couple years ago, and was only too happy to be the guest reviewer for BabyNoobCakes and give it another go. It's the only dating simulator I've ever played, and it set the bar pretty high. The game was directed by Tyler J. Hutchinson and was written by Leighton Gray and Vernon Shaw. You are, naturally, a dad. Specifically, a dad to your 18-year-old daughter, Amanda, who is a senior in high school and who's applying to art college. You find out pretty quickly that you are a widower to either Amanda's mom or other dad, your choice. You move with Amanda to a new neighborhood, a cul-de-sac, which conveniently has 7 dads living there who would just love to hang out with their new neighbor. From there, you mini-golf, mosh, exercise, and bake your way into their lives until you find the one true daddy for you. What dads are available, you ask? I'm glad you did. There's teacher dad, cool youth minister dad, fitness dad, goth dad, bad dad, rival dad, and cool dad. Spoiler, I ended up with cool dad. The coffee shop goodies with music pun names and band nerd shyness won me over. There's also a secret dad you can meet if you get the secret ending. What surprised me about the game was the emphasis on your relationship with your daughter. It makes sense, of course, you are a dad. I went into the game not having ever played a dating sim before, though, so the heartwarming moments with Amanda took me by surprise. Hey. Art style. The backgrounds all have a warm, realistic vibe to them. Rich colors and thoughtful details flesh out the world of Dream Daddy. The backgrounds are varied and provide a peek into the dads' personalities. The UI of Dadbook, this game's version of Facebook, is beyond easy to navigate. But that's not why you're here. You're here for the dads. First and foremost, what kind of dad are you? How will you make your dadvatar? The first time I played through Dream Daddy, I couldn't help myself and made a ridiculous anime dad. This time, I also made an anime dad. And I named him Draco Dadfoy. But of course, I have to talk about the 7 dads. These dads are rad. Be still my Draco Dadfoy heart. They run the dad spectrum, from cool to goth to bear to bad. What a bouquet of dads. There's a dad for every occasion. They all have a realistic look, but at the same time are unattainably parfait. Does that dad's stubble have that je ne sais quoi? It does. Is that dad's vest la haute couture? It is. The dads are the stars of the show, and great care and love was put into creating them. Even the dads I'm not a particularly huge fan of make me start speaking French to describe them in the way they deserve. That church dad who I'm pretty sure has some dark secrets? Les poules est très chic. Sound. The dialogue and narration are accompanied by bubbly taps, sort of like the default text message settings on some phones. After a few hours of playing, it will either blend into the background for you, or it will start to drive you insane. Unfortunately, there's no way to turn off that sound, but if you skip to the end of the text with the spacebar, it does end it early. The game chirps with delight when you say something that the other dads like, and makes an abrasive sound when you respond in a way that they don't. Oh. Jesse Cale scored the game and gives it a chill, unobtrusive backing soundtrack. The score effectively enhances the mood without overpowering the scenes, unless they're supposed to. The minigames have their own music, which generally fits their frenetic pacing. The main theme of Dream Daddy was written by Baths. There are songs written by Barry Kramer of Game Grumps and Brian Wecht of Ninja Sex Party. There's even a real song in the game, which I had to turn off to avoid copyright strike, but check out DVP by Pup, link in the description, for a song that rips. The list of voice actors for the characters is a trip down internet lane with some delightful surprise additions. Amanda, your 18-year-old daughter, is voiced by Erika Ishii of Destiny 2 and Vampire the Masquerade. Ray Narvaez Jr., a former Achievement Hunter and Rooster Teeth member and Twitch streamer, voices Hugo, the teacher dad.
That was so good you gave me goosebumps.
Nathan Sharp, also known as Nate Wants to Battle, voices Craig, the fitness dad.
Looks like a new PR.
Jason LaRock, an up-and-coming writer in game development, voices Damien, the goth dad.
That was the jammiest bits of jam. I'm not quite sure what that one means. I read it in an article once about the Victorian era.
Barry Kramer of Game Grumps voices Brian, the rival dad. Brian Wecht of Ninja Sex Party voices Quizmaster Quinn.
Alright!
Dan Avidan of Ninja Sex Party and Game Grumps voices Robert, the bad dad, of course.
You're a straight shooter. I like that.
Susie Brahau of Game Grumps and PsychicCircleOddities.com voices Val, Robert's adult daughter. Aaron Hansen, also known as Egoraptor and creator of Game Grumps, voices Joseph, the cool youth minister dad.
Oh, what time is it? That was great.
Aaron Schmalfield of Hot Pepper Gaming voices Mary, Joseph's wife. Mysteriously, Chris P. Bacon, who I've only been able to find as an internet-famous therapy pig, is listed as the voice credit for Matt, the cool dad.
Never underestimate the power of a dream, Daddy.
Alright, Dream Daddy. Keep your secrets. Mechanics. There's not much to say. It's a dating simulator, so most of the gameplay involves conversation choices. You can use the arrow keys and spacebar on your keyboard for 99% of the game. You can go on 2 dates with each of the dads of the cul-de-sac, with the 3rd date resulting in you ending up with your dad of choice. Maybe. It is possible to get bad endings with the dads, or even die, in a few extreme cases. In between dates are other socializing opportunities, like going to art galleries, playing poker, and watching the sports game. There are about a dozen total minigames that work better while using a mouse. The minigames themselves are a mixed bag as far as functionality and responsiveness goes. They're okay, they're cute, and they're blessedly short. They're a nice change in pace, but the game was clearly not designed for these minigames to be the focus. After you play a minigame once, you can go back to the title menu and play them again. I was absolute garbage at the mini golf minigame, so I guess I could always go train if I wanted to get good. Replayability. Dream Daddy will take you anywhere from 5 to 8 hours to complete, more if you follow every possibility. The game saves multiple times on its own, and you can also manually save, so you can always go and redo parts of the game if you want to see where different decisions will take you. This is especially handy if you were the kind of kid who had to see what every decision led to in those choose-your-own-adventure books like me. There are 7 dads you can end up with, or not, so there are at least 14 endings. There is also, as I found out in my post-game research, a dark, non-canonical secret ending you can get with the church dad, Joseph. In order to get that ending, however, you have to go about the game in a very specific way, so it's nigh impossible to get it by accident. You can also positively or negatively affect your friendships with the other characters by your actions. You can even kind of play matchmaker so that 2 of the dads end up together.
What?
Eventually, Dream Daddy will run out of permutations, but it has the potential to keep you knee-sock deep in dads for quite a while. My opinion. This is such a cute, sweet game and is generally PG-13-ish. Like I said before, this is the 2nd time I've played through it. I enjoyed it just as much this time around. I ended up with Matt, the cool barista musician dad, for the 2nd time, but I think that just points to what people look for in a romantic partner. It's important that you're compatible in more ways than just physical attraction. It's what that dad's all about that matters the most. Also, I felt that my dadvatar had his own interest and personality, despite dating sim avatars generally designed to be blank slates to put your own personality and interest into. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it did lead me to think that Draco Dadvoy just wouldn't be as happy with some of the dads as he might be with the dad I chose. I still haven't 100% completed the game, and I will likely try to get all of the achievements, including the secret ending. This is a fun, sweet, engaging dating simulator that I think a lot of people would enjoy playing. Was it worth it? Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator, Dad Rector's Cut, is absolutely worth it. It usually costs about $15, and the system requirements are not hard to meet. I played it on a Microsoft Surface Pro 3 tablet with no issues. If you've never played a dating simulator, this is the one to start with. It's got interesting, lovable, or hateable characters, cute dads, and cute kids that aren't insufferable. Your relationship with your daughter Amanda is sweet and realistic, and a refreshing change of pace from antagonistic tropes. It ends up being one of the main focal points of the game, for which I love the game even more. I know there are other crazier dating sims out there, but if you just want to try a dating sim out that has a lot of heart, this is the one to play. Plus, where else can you learn so many great dad puns? Sure, they're cheesy, but they're all in Gouda fun. But maybe that's for you to decide. Whether you agree or disagree with my opinions, get at us in the comments. Let us know what you think, and let's discuss if this month's games were worth it or not. Also, don't forget to go into the Twitch app and download your free games every month, because hey, they're free, and sometimes you'll end up with a few dads. I mean gems. Thank you for watching! If you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, because BabyNoobCakes takes a look at the Twitch Prime free games every month. For now, peace out!